Hi, I'm Rhiannon Faith, and I'm here to tell you a story. So, since it's Mother's Day, I thought I would share a little bit about how I became a mother and that experience. So, I started my mothering journey much earlier than I had intended, although, to be fair, I always sort of had den mother vibes with all of my friends. Primarily, when I was growing up, my friends were guys. And so I was sort of the unofficial den mother of all of my friends, making sure that they were in good order, that they were taking care of themselves. It was very nurturing from a young age. I took care of my sister really well, did lots of babysitting, but I did not see for myself, did not intend for myself to become a mom quite so young. So again, I was 19, just a couple of months shy of my 20th birthday, which was more or less mortifying because I happened to go to San Marcos High School in San Marcos, California, which at the time of my period of high school years was the highest, had the highest pregnancy rate in the entire nation, not the state, not the like nation. So that was not something you want to be known for. In any event, the thing that was sort of most critical to me as a mom, being a young mom, was to prove that and to ensure that my daughter, Cheyenne is my oldest, that she did not suffer in any way because I was a young mom. I didn't want her to miss out on opportunities or not be well regarded or not be in things or have experiences just because I happened to be young. So I worked like crazy to better myself, my situation in life, in order to provide a good life for her. And so I would say that becoming a mom just entirely changed the trajectory of where I was going and what I was going to do, because it was no longer about me. And I mean, even in little things, I had struggled with some disordered eating when I was younger, in the summer between my junior and senior year. And some of those bits were residual into adulthood. And so I transitioned all of that. Well, initially involuntarily, I was vomiting all the time. My kids tried to kill me, each of them in new and creative ways, for another video. But for me, I took a step back because it wasn't about me anymore. It was about her and making sure she was well cared for. And so I would do whatever was necessary to take care of my own health, because then it was going to impact positively her health. That was while she was in utero as well as after she was born. And so that really changed things. My aggressiveness or resolve to do well academically was completely transformed. I'd always been studious, or I guess I should say I was always smart. I wasn't always as studious as I could be, and that all changed. And so I think becoming a mom was really a tremendous gift, and I'm glad that I had that opportunity. And the mothering experience is very different kid to kid, but I was very excited about being able to go on that journey with my oldest. Things were very different. She was an only child for 7 years before I had any other kids. And then there was another big gap between the second one and the third one, 4-year gap. And so I got to focus a lot of time and attention with her, which does speak to some of her personality traits, I think she would openly admit. But each of my kids was a different season and a different offering, because I was different. And, people say that all the time. You are different with each of your different kids' situation. You as a parent, you as a person, you're a bit different with each of them. And my kids are each unique individuals too, so they need different types of parenting, like fair, but as it applies to one, it doesn't necessarily apply to the other, because the standards are different and their capabilities and strengths are different. So I try to meet them where they're at. Anyways, so for all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. I'd love to hear about your mom's story in the comments. Thanks. Come back again.